My name is John Sloan, and I practice in Texas and New Mexico, and the firm name has been shortened to Sloan Firm. I've got several partners, but that's what we call it. I got out of law school in February of 1980 and took the bar 2 days after I graduated, and then moved back to my hometown, which is a small town in East Texas named Henderson. Henderson was about 6,000 people then. And I went to work for a family friend. The truth is, I thought for a long time I'd be a preacher. I grew up in a Southern Baptist church there in Henderson and enjoyed speaking sometimes at churches and thought, well, you know what, maybe that's what I'll do. But no, I was never called to preach, and developed a passion for the law. And then the very first case that I tried was the very first case I'd ever seen tried. There weren't any lawyers in my family. We had a good family friend that was a lawyer, but had not had that much contact with courts or lawyers. But I felt like it was a way I could make a difference, and so that's what I chose to do. I am a board-certified truck accident lawyer. I don't specialize in any certain area of commercial motor vehicle cases. I've handled cases from all the way from Florida to California, being admitted in courts there under pro hoc vice basis. I've been a lawyer for 42 years. I've not been doing it that long, but I've been trying cases, motor vehicle wrecks, truck wrecks, those sorts of things, since shortly after I got out of law school. In virtually every case, you're going to have a catastrophic injury, and many of those injuries are brain injuries. And brain injuries, there's a lot of myths about them. I just read a headline this morning, I haven't read the article yet, that Hollywood still misrepresents all that a brain injury entails, right? And many people that suffer brain injuries look normal, and if you don't know them, they speak normally, right? But they're a totally different person. It's almost like a wrongful death case in that the person that the family knew and loved is now changed. And so that's been a special emphasis, and along with that, truck wrecks. I think it's important in all the noise that the public hears about lawyers, billboards everywhere, yellow page ads, not so much anymore, but on the internet, every lawyer is just the greatest thing since sliced bread, right? I felt like that becoming board certified would be a way I could separate myself from all those lawyers who claim to be things that they are not. And that's the unfortunate thing, is that it's really hard for the public to know who really has any special competence in any certain area, because there's so many claims that so many are just wonderful, and in many cases they're not, and that's always bothered me. One of the most gratifying things to me, example I would give you is, I had a lady come see me about 6 months ago for help. Her husband had been injured in an industrial accident. I represented this lady's family when she was 4, and she's 34. That's just warms my heart when something like that happens. I'm very proud of our law firm. I started the law firm, I guess you would say, in about 1990. We've got people in our firm that have been with us for a decade or more. We have people that are the best at what they do. I've got great partners. We've got about 50 employees. We've got 12, 13 lawyers. My son just graduated from law school in May and joined the firm and is going to work in our New Mexico office. It's a joy. A lot of my friends are retired or thinking about retirement. I don't want to retire. I'm excited about going to the office every morning, not only because of the cases that I handle, but also because I get to associate with some great people that love what they do.